I need more context. TikTok, give me more context.
Welcome to that intro. Thank you for joining the StarGazer podcast.
I'm ranting, and I'm going to continue ranting even after the introduction. Hi,
Yes.
I'm Sid.
I'm Monty.
I don't. Okay, let me put it in perspective. It's always the same, because for my side of TikTok, anyways, it's always the same guys, and I'm like, okay, fine, because it's K-pop idols. It's always like the members of BTS or ATs or something like this, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. How the fuck are these guys gonna find me from Korea? Secondly,
Right.
why are they kidnapping me? I need more context. Why am I being kidnapped? Also, if I was ever actually going to be kidnapped, doesn't matter who the fuck they are, I'm still gonna struggle and fight.
Right.
So this does not make sense.
Yeah.
Also, more context, because if it's like, oh, they're just like doing what my best friends have done, where they've come over to my house and basically grabbed me by the arms and said, "We're going out," and I'm like, okay, fine, I'm being kidnapped. This is okay.
For
But
context,
that's my best friends.
For context, we are talking about a thing you saw on TikTok where it said, if this person captured you, what would you do? And it's typically K-pop stars.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we covered that before I hit live, but that's what it is. And yeah, for lack of an intro, hello.
For lack of an intro, yes, I'm sorry. I'm still ranting about this because I need more context.
Don't be sorry. So,
But yeah, no, it's like literally, if it was one of those situations where if with more context, it's like, oh, you guys have been friends and they're just kind of like snatching you. I'm like, okay, fine. That's happened to me too many times because of who my best friends are. I shrug. I don't care.
Yep.
But if it's literally, I've never met you once in my life, even though I know who you are, because again, I'm a K-pop stan, I would still be like, who the fuck do you think you would put me down?
Yep. In my scenario where I get captured, and I think I've told you this before, I just immediately start explaining the lore of Skyrim.
I mean, yeah,
I know so
that
much.
could take days. The entire
Exactly.
lore of Skyrim takes days.
Well, here's the thing. The lore of the Elder Scrolls would take days. The lore of Skyrim would take less time, but I would need to explain other things from other games to explain Skyrim. Like, so there's
Exactly.
dragons here, and here's what happened like 5,000 years ago. And then, God, there's also gods, but also there's a thing that's like, oh, one of them isn't real, and then the people of this place. I shouldn't be getting into the Skyrim lore right now.
Don't, because no, just no.
But
Yes, I've been flubbing. Leave me alone. But
yeah, don't worry.
no, like okay. If I were to put it in the context, again, I'm being kidnapped by a K-pop idol, but I've never met them and we're not friends. We've never talked or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I keep a knife on me at all times.
A kniffy.
I do. I keep a kniffy on me at all times.
I got to you. I did it. I've done it.
Free Shavakadu. Anyways, anyways, before we keep going on the trend of vines,
Right. So, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, dies 99. Was that yesterday? I think it was.
Was that yesterday? I thought that was 2 days ago.
April 9th. Yeah, apparently yesterday.
Okay, it was yesterday
I'm
then.
gonna double check this real quick. April 9th. Now, I just Googled April 9th. Son of a bitch. Prince Philip. Now,
I mean, it's April 10th, so yeah, I would assume.
April 9th. Yep. Died in Windsor Castle.
Not surprising. The man, didn't he die of old age?
Probably. If I had,
He's 99 for Christ's
yeah,
sakes.
he's 99. To be fair, Betty White's 99. And
Yeah,
again,
but it's
not
Betty
to-
fucking White.
not to like diss Prince Philip or anything, but Betty White looks great. Prince Philip, on the other hand,
I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for the royal family that Prince Philip is gone.
Yeah.
But well, Diana.
yeah, not like now him and Princess Diana are not together. I saw, what was it? It's like Prince Philip waking up, in the morning, and he goes, "Hey, good morning," and Princess Diana goes, "Hey, good morning," and he's like, "Wait a second." Or no, I think it was to Redbone. I think it was to Blue Suede, the Guardians of the Galaxy intro.
Yeah.
But yeah, also DMX, or what was his real name? The guy that wrote the song "X Gon Give It to You," which you probably
DMX.
know from no in general. He also passed away, 50. I'm
Damn.
not sure what the cause was. That was also yesterday.
Weird. I don't know. X gonna give it to you. Everyone knows from it being in freaking Deadpool.
Oh yeah, everyone knows X Gun Give It to You.
Blame Deadpool.
Mr. Hospital multiple central organs, liver, lungs, and kidneys, dead, age 50. Apparently, I'm gonna assume after skimming that, because it said health issues and it said marijuana and crack cocaine, so I'm going to say drug related. But
Let's go. Take everything we say with a grain of salt because nothing's confirmed. But I'm gonna go with drug overdose.
Yeah, take my word with a flake of pepper instead. But that essentially means the same thing. I'm just being weird.
He just has to always try and one up me.
Right, every time. But personally, I like to try and two up you. As you can clearly see. Thanks for joining the podcast. No.
Thanks for joining the podcast. Monty's about to die.
Yes, I am constantly on the verge of death. Little known fact. I woke... Okay. I'd like to mini rant real quick. I woke up last Monday. Barely able to breathe. And I was like, oh God, what is going on? Am I dying? Is this what dying is? And I walked out and I was like, hey, it's windy inside the house. I looked left to the room that was on the side of me. Window was open. Right? Window was open. Out to the living room. Window was open. Kitchen window was open. Every single window was open. Pollen just like pouring into the house. And I'm like, oh, no wonder I almost died. My mother must have thought, oh, he doesn't have allergies anymore. It's been, 14 minutes? I'll open the windows. I didn't have any allergy medicine, so I had to suffer.
Good job. I love how our bodies try to kill us.
Oh, yeah. And I've probably mentioned this before, but my allergies are only happen on odd-numbered years.
What?
I know. That sounds crazy, but listen. I did not have any problems with allergies last year. The year before that, dog shit terrible. The year
we were also
that,
stuck in quarantine.
Yeah, but that quarantine has no effect on nature.
Well, you don't
Trees
go
are
outside.
still gonna bloom. Have I been outside either? No. The windows were open last year. The windows are open this year. Last year, no allergies. The year before, this year, no allergies.
All right.
It's happened my entire childhood. I can't explain it, and no one ever believes me. And I always forget to bring it up on the even-numbered years to prove that it's true because I don't get them.
Good job.
So that's a fact you know about me now. I
can't say anything. I only get allergies in Florida.
Well, that would make sense. You're only allergic to the... Well, no, never mind. No one...
Whatever pollen they have in Florida, I get, like... Okay, let's put it this way. I've never had allergies my entire life. We moved to Florida. Within the first 2 years, it's fine. The third year, though, during pollen and freaking allergy season...
Right.
I all of a sudden come down with a sinus infection due to allergies. And I'm sitting here like, I don't have allergies. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oof.
And then every year that we lived in Florida, every time happening. And I was so annoyed.
Fuck. Damn. That's some shit.
Because fun fact, the only way to get rid of a fucking sinus infection is steroids.
Ah. That probably explains why you can beat me in arm wrestling.
Anabolic steroids are different from actual steroids, and also you're a limp noodle.
That was the joke I was about to make, but yes. What else? It's not like we don't have a lot to talk about. I'm just not timing things right in my brain.
Allergies are stupid.
Yes, they are. Right? Okay. I have
I would
to,
also like the weather to stop being fucking stupid.
yeah. Can the weather in this completely ambiguous state
Region,
that we
stop
live
fucking.
in, no, I'm specifically being vague. Can the weather in this non-specific and completely ambiguous region of the world stop going from summer heat to winter cold to raging storms to perfectly clear skies within the 4 days that I just listed?
Please.
Yeah, that'd be great. Nature, hey, Mother Nature, over there on my couch. Can you stop fucking with the weather, please? Thank you. Yeah, she told me no and to go fuck myself.
I was gonna say, tell me if that works.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, she didn't really say anything. She just kind of gestured with her hand because I feel like a force of nature wouldn't speak. And now I believe she's chanting in Latin and giving me a curse, plaguing my house with eternal bugs, which is absolutely terrifying because I hate bugs. Thank you, Mother Nature. You are doing great work. Hope you do well with the apocalypse.
Great. You just activated the other plague from the Egyptians. Good job.
Yep, but now I think it's just on my house, so now we only need to worry about plague number 3. Yes, she is confirmed it is only on my house, so ancient Egyptians, tread lightly, I guess.
You do realize you sound insane, right?
Yes, all theater kids do, or as I like to call them, the theater kids. God, I can't. Fuck, I'm stuck.
You good?
No, I'm not. I got stuck on something, and I'm not sure what it was. I tried improv for a while, and it went okay-ish, I guess. And now I don't know where
Improv
to
is
go.
fun if it's done in the right setting.
Correct. Which is theater.
Yeah.
So right after the podcast last week, I have a bone to pick with you, fucking every movie studio ever. Right after we ended.
Says that as our company is a film studio.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with myself anyway. So we shut the podcast off. We go and I go and edit it. I get the thing ready to upload for the next day. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm done here. So I'm going to take a break and watch some YouTube. I open YouTube and immediately the top of my feed is, hey, a Space Jam trailer just got dropped. Hey, the Black Widow official trailer just got dropped. Hey, the Loki trailer just got dropped. And I sitting there like, we could have waited a minute and we would have been able to talk about it. It's so
I'm excited for
frustrating.
Loki. I'm excited for Loki. I'm excited for Loki.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm just as excited. In fact, okay. Space Jam, Lola Bunny. Everyone's like, oh, they made her less hot. Like, everyone was outraged at that, right?
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't either.
She's a fucking bunny.
I think they did their best to fix her. But also, they're no longer 2D cartoons like they were back in the original. And I don't mean like 2D cartoons like within a 3D space. I mean, they're now fully 3D CG animated, all of the tunes. So
Oh wait, so they actually blend into the world and look like they belong there, unlike
sort of.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Sort of, but yes.
That's weird. They're supposed to be like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Exactly. It is supposed to be like the real life animated thing going on. But they decided, screw it, just CG, why not? Because I feel like they might have said it's probably easier to do CG at this point than to get a 2D animator to animate in a 3D space and figure that out. But who am I to know? Because I'm not.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm not into 3D that much. But does star LeBron James. So that's a thing going for him. And also has Don Cheadle in it, apparently.
All right then.
Which I was unaware of.
Okay, but no. Back to the Lola Rabbit thing, real quick.
Yeah, Lola Bunny.
She's a rabbit.
It's okay. Then call him Bugs Rabbit. Then
whatever. Anyways,
it's a surname, not a title.
Ugh. Anyways, freaking the outrage over her doesn't make as much sense because like they made her less boobage. She's a fucking bunny.
Yes, they
Who gives a damn?
They outrage the furries. Maybe I don't know.
Outrage of the furries, yeah, basically.
I saw
like,
the new model.
I like. It's weird that they fixed it because like you can compare it to like the outrage of the Sonic movie when we first got a glimpse of Sonic. How everyone was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Right, because they said, "Oh, we'll try and make Sonic more realistic."
Yeah, and then scarred everyone.
Yeah, because you don't need to make a realistic Sonic. You can make it cartoonish, and it's fine. But this one,
it's Sonic.
This one, people were just like, she's great. It was the same thing. It's not about being realistic or cartoonish or sexy or not. It's like, we don't like this one. This one's gross. This is bad. We don't like it. Change it. And then they did.
So I do like the fact that studios are listening to the outrage of fans, but it's also like, was it really that big of a deal to change Lola Bunny back?
Exactly.
Like, was it really? Like, Sonic was a big deal because he was the main fucking character of the movie.
Exactly. It's not a big deal to change Lola if...
He's also the mascot of Sega, so, like, if you fuck up that...
I will also say... I will say... I lost it. Hang on. Lola. Where
find it.
Was the, I'm looking for it. In the trailer. In the trailer.
There we go.
They have like a slow-mo shot, like a frame. Lola's like doing a pose, like, and then she looks at the camera and winks, and you hear like a chime. And I feel like that's the studio just going, "All right, we fixed her. You happy now, you pieces of shit?"
Probably. But again, as I've stated, and as I will reiterate for the umpteenth time, the reason the Sonic movie made sense with all of our outrage and them fixing it is because it's Sonic.
Right. You can't mess with Sonic. Also, Corey says,
you really can't, mainly for the frightful fact that Sega will somehow come down and smite you. Right. He still is the mascot of Sega, so like...
I feel like... there's a similar thing. By the way, Corey says hi. Don't know if I heard that.
I didn't.
By the way, chat, say hi to Corey, I guess. When did... I feel like Lola Bunny but like that was the start of Lola Bunny, was Space Jam.
I think it was.
I might be wrong. This is an anthropomorphic female rabbit. Created by Warner Bros. Pictures, generally depicted as Bugs Bunny's girlfriend, first appeared in 1996 film Space Jam. Yeah, Lola Bunny started in Space Jam, so when they made a sequel, they have to be like, oh, so Lola Bunny's coming back, you gotta do it right. But I don't think that was their intention. Their intention was, oh, hot bunny, not hot. Make hot again.
Yeah.
So that covers Space Jam, I think.
Well, yeah, no, I'm also, like, looking at the design of, like, the first design of there's a picture of her in the original Space Jam next to the redesign.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, you want to know what they did? They made her actually look like a basketball player instead of a cheerleader.
I gotta look at this again real quick. Also, I feel like you're probably looking at the wrong original picture.
I don't know.
Because there were some people that said, oh, look at this new Lola Bunny, and then they went, let's find an old picture of Lola Bunny, and then look at this old Lola Bunny, and then people were like, hey, wait a second, that's not in the original movie. That
I'm not looking at I'm not looking at one specific photo. I literally just Google searched Lola Bunny and I'm looking at the images
Right.
And literally, the literal redesign is just they made her look like an actual basketball player versus a fucking cheerleader.
Yeah. And now the new
And as a cheerleader, I have rights to say this.
And I think the new design, the one that they're using the one that's in the trailer, is kind of like the best of both worlds, where where everyone can go, you know what, this is fine. I'm gonna double check this real quick though. There's also a scene, or not a scene, but like a bit in the trailer with Granny, who like completely just destroys the fucking it's like she gets on her walker, spins around 9 times, and then kicks the ball into the goal and lands in like a superhero pose.
Nice.
It's fucking great. It's like, I'm gonna go old school on his butt, and it's like a robot she's talking to. I don't know. Some weird stuff. What else was there? Black Widow, also. Remember when Marvel was like, hey, Black Widow's coming out March 20th in May, or not March 20th, May 20th, 2020, and it's gonna be great, so please go watch it. And then everything happened, and they're like, well, okay, we have Disney Plus up, so we'll just release it on there. And then they were like, yeah, just kidding, we're not doing that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because why would they?
Exactly. So Black Widow's July 9th. I think, I haven't been able to look into this, but
I'm excited for Loki. Don't get me wrong, I love Scarlett Johansson and I love Natasha, but Loki.
Real quick. I think the movie is taking place in between Civil War and Infinity War. It's coming out July 9th. But now, yes, Sid, we can talk about Loki.
I'm sorry, let me be excited. He's in the actual Norse mythology, he is my favorite god.
Yes, just like Thor is my favorite.
No, I don't know why you like the ass hat, but that's on you.
Well, I am a big fan of the portrayal of Thor by Chris Hemsworth, specifically.
Okay.
But
that portrayal of Thor, fine. But I mean, like, in the original, like, mythology and the original translations, Thor's a fucking asshat.
I like to blur the lines between my continuities.
Because, like, I will always love original Loki. I will always love the real Loki. Because everyone says he's so bad, but I'm like, he's literally the god of tricksters.
Exactly.
What do you expect?
God of...
It's in his title!
Whatever it was. What
no,
was the
I still mad.
Because that was the joke.
Thor in Marvel is a fucking himbo.
Yeah.
He's such a himbo.
Thor...
Actual Thor, though? No. He's a fucking ass.
Marvel Thor would fit in perfectly, I think, with a group of lesbians.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Like, 100%. It's like, he's like at a bar and goes up to a girl.
He is the guy girls bring to a bar because he's the safe guy that watches out for everyone.
Right. And here's the thing. He's Norse. He's a god. He starts drinking. He drinks more than everyone else combined, and he's still not drunk because that's the thing. He can't get drunk.
Not on Midgardian liquor. No,
not at all.
Isengard liquor on Isengard.
Isengard.
Isengard. I don't know how to pronounce it. Asgard.
Isengard's the place in Lord of the Rings.
No,
That is no. Isengard is first of all, that is what you said the first time around. Second of all,
yeah, it is
Asgard. It's literally
Lord of the Rings isn't Isengard. Lord of the Rings is
Isengard.
I'm looking at shush.
It's Isengard.
No.
It's Isengard. 100%. I haven't watched a single Lord of the Rings movie, and I am so confident in my answer that it's Isengard. I am willing to stake my life on it.
I hate you.
Yeah. Fucking talk shit next time.
Okay, but Asgard, Isengard, sorry. Realm of the Gods. Jesus.
Christ. I don't know what
Anyways.
Isengard is, but I just know that's Lord of the Rings.
It's like the frick in Lord of the Rings. It's basically like the secondary bad guy's evil lair.
Okay. So it's like
you and I'll have a Lord of the Rings marathon when I'm back over the summer.
I'm not gonna do this comparison actually. I was gonna say like some secondary communist country compared to like, I don't know, Russia or something. I don't know.
Kinda.
Oh, no, I guess I was right.
But yeah, we'll have a Lord of the Rings marathon when I come back in the summer.
Right. I kind of don't care about Lord of the Rings.
Watch it. You are watching it. I don't care.
Don't get me wrong. I enjoy whoever the actor was that also did Agent Smith in the Matrix, and Christopher Lee. Who was the other one? Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch is Smaug, but
Hobbit.
I kinda don't care.
Lord of the Rings is different from Hobbit.
Well, they're the same like continuity, aren't they?
They're the same universe. The Hobbit technically comes first, timeline-wise, because that's Bilbo's adventure, and the Lord of the Rings is Frodo, his nephew.
So anyway, Loki comes out on June 11th. I'm not trying to like sell you short or anything, I swear. I'm just yeah, I can tell
He's
you
going to be watching all 6 movies at this point.
Aren't there
Welcome to 12 hours of your life you're never going to get back.
Were there I thought, oh, hang on. I know there's 3 Hobbit movies. Were there 3 Lord of the Rings?
There's 3 Lord of the Ring movies.
Okay. I thought, okay.
Because you have the Fellowship of the Ring, the 2 Towers, and the Return of the King.
Return of the King. Okay, I remember that from a rap. And I remember the 2 Towers.
Epic rap battles?
Probably.
Mm.
Every time I battled Return of the King. Yeah, epic rap battles. And I know Hobbit is 3 because Desolation of Smaug was the subtitle of one of them. And I was like, oh, so there must be more.
Yep.
God. Also, what was the... There was... God. What's the guy's name? What's the dwarf?
Gimli?
Gimli? I think that's the name.
In which one?
Whatever. I remember hearing about Gimli and seeing like a 2-second thing with Gimli. Or no, it was like a text, like a wall of text that was like the actor for Gimli did no choreography. He would just say, all right, who's coming at me first? And then someone would go, it's me. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to hit you. And then I'm going to go do this and hit you. And then I'm going to hit you. And then I'll do both of you at this thing. And that's how they did it.
That sounds about right, considering how good of an actor the actor that plays Gimli is. There's a fun fact if you would like to know when it comes to Gimli's actor. Gimli is a dwarf.
Right.
His actor, on the other hand, was the tallest man on set.
Yeah, I figured. Wait, even against... Or was Christopher Lee not in it with him?
Christopher Lee was in it.
Okay. Isn't Christopher Lee like 6'4" or something?
Give me a second to find Gimli's actor.
Christopher Lee. Ah, crap. I forgot he was dead. Damn it.
So sad. That's such a sad death.
Okay, Christopher Lee is 6'5". I sold myself short.
Wow, good job.
I knew he was tall. I knew... what was the other thing? Something about his curved lightsaber in Star Wars has to do with him being like an actual descendant of the first person to have a curved sword in like medieval times. I don't remember. Some fact like that. But how tall is your Gimli guy?
Looking now.
Still looking. All right. But
because I remember that was one of the funniest things ever. Is even the cast was like, we had to look down at Gimli, but the actor was above us.
that is strange. But But while Sid's looking that up, Loki, June 11th, and both air quote trailers that I have seen are teasing what I assume and what I'm sure fans are supposed to assume.
Okay, so he's not taller than Christopher Lee, but I'm guessing he was the second tallest on set then, because I don't remember Gimli and Christopher Lee's character ever interacting.
They probably wouldn't. Christopher Lee was, what, Saruman or something?
Yeah, he was Saruman. Saruman only ever really interacted with Gandalf.
Right, because they're both...
Wizards.
Yeah. I don't know if they're specified as wizard or sorcerer or mystic or something.
Wizards. Gandalf was Gandalf the Grey. Saruman was Saruman the White.
Right.
They're wizards.
Listen here. I'm about to make a call out. I'm about to put a fucking red light on the back of my head. Wizards, sorcerers, mystics, and any other magic users. You are all the same to me. I don't care how you got your power or how you use it. You are all the same to me.
Okay.
You wear
Have fun ducking.
You wear a pointy hat, fucking cast a spell. I'm gonna call you a wizard. What was the other one? I'll give a pass to like wizard versus witch based on what's it called? The gender thing. But other than that, it's all the same. I understand that they're different, but if I mix them up and you get mad at me because I'm just here doing whatever I'm doing, it's...
See, most of the time I don't even call them wizards or witches or anything. I just go by their literal titles. So you have Gandalf the Grey and Saruman the White.
Exactly.
Or which then it later turns into Gandalf the White. Saruman doesn't change color, he just kind of dies.
Saruman's like, oh, I'm becoming Saruman the Invisible.
But also, yes, no, there are 6 movies.
God, that's...
Prepare to... We're not watching them all in one sitting. I'm telling you that right now.
Fuck no. I seriously doubt you're going
I watched Lord of the Rings all in one sitting. That was a mistake.
Oh yeah. That couch will never remove your aspirin then.
That was 9 hours of my life I will never get back.
9 hours? 3 movies? That's like watching Avengers.
Each movie's 3 hours long.
That's horse shit. That is horse shit. You are not going to get me to watch more than one at a time.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Never, ever.
Lord of the Rings, the first movie, 2 hours and 58 minutes.
Right. God,
The second movie, 2 hours and 59 minutes.
How long was Avatar? Also, quick question.
The last movie, 3 hours and 21 minutes.
That's terrible. Quick question. How the fuck did Avatar get back to the top of the highest grossing movies of all time?
I know. We also already talked about this.
How did that happen? Like, that had to, like...
I don't know. I truly don't have an answer for you.
It's over a decade old. How did that happen?
Not sure, but also, again, to reiterate, The Hobbit, 2 hours and 49 minutes.
God.
Desolation of Smog, 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The last movie, 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
You see what I mean when I said my very bad, they will never be named, but my ex, who Monty knows about, and I have told him about before.
Uh-huh.
He had never seen Lord of the Rings either, so he said, we'll just watch all 3 in one night.
That's... If I ever am in a relationship and that sentence is spoken, I'm immediately ending the relationship.
So I decided, you know what? Sure, I like the movies. It'll entertain me for a while. We get through the first 2 movies. I'm relatively awake. The third movie starts. I passed the fuck out.
Yeah.
And woke up, I think, 2 hours into a 3-hour movie and didn't miss anything.
That sounds about right.
And it's not that I didn't miss anything, because I actually did. But the reason I didn't miss anything is because I had watched these movies beforehand. So I knew what happened, so I didn't miss anything. So I could sleep, because it was like, we have been sitting here for over 6 hours. There's only so much Lord of the Rings you can take.
May I share with you a very old Tumblr post entitled "The Entire Lord of the Rings from the Rings Perspective"?
Yes.
Hand, river, dirt, golem, hobbits, pockets, finger, envelope, fire, hand, neck, finger, hobbits, neck, pocket, finger, lava. And now I don't need to watch half of them.
No, you still do.
No, I'll just zone out. I'll just 1,000-yard stare for what?
Here's the thing.
Hours?
Here's the thing. If you like Orlando Bloom, you'll pay attention to the movies, because him as Legolas is actually pretty great.
I don't even know what you just said.
Okay, you've watched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, right?
At some point.
Will Turner.
Wait, is he actually? Wait, hang on. Hold on, I gotta look at this shit. Oh shit, you're right. How did I never notice that? What? Okay. Alright. Whatever. I'm gonna move past that, because I have a super more important.
Also, if you like Sir Ian McKellen, he's Gandalf.
Is that who I forgot? Was it Ian
Probably.
McKellen that I forgot? Ian McKellen. What else was he?
He's Magneto.
Magneto, that's right, thank you. I had completely forgotten about him. I'm sorry, Mr. McKellen. I hope you're, wait, what? What am I just discovering?
Oh?
How did I not know this before?
Not know what?
Ian McKellen's gay.
You did.
I didn't know that. I am ashamed of myself.
Him and his partner have been together for I don't know how many years.
Apparently, I can't tell you. I can't see it. Either way, who was the other one? I'm thinking.
Sir Patrick Stewart?
No. Is he gay?
No, I don't think he's gay.
No, I'm thinking of the other gay one. I think it's Zachary Quinto. Or maybe
Gay?
Sulu?
Was he?
I think it's the old Sulu. Whoever the old Sulu.
Oh, no. That's George Takei.
George Takei, yeah. Hikaru Sulu. Oh, no, that's the character's name. Right, George Takei.
Takei.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gay.
Yes, okay. And also, I'm also pretty sure Zachary Quinto is too.
I don't know who that
Not
is.
100% on that, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't know who that is.
He's the new Spock. Or not new Spock, young Spock. And yes, he is gay. Okay.
I don't think original Spock was gay.
No. I don't know about Leonard Nimoy. I don't think he was gay. And I'm not talking about Spock, I'm talking about the actors. But
The Spock is an alien.
Spock is an alien. He that's Data. Live long and prosper. I should know this. I'm a Trekkie. I have two fucking 40-year-old drawings of Kirk and Spock next to Picard and Riker, and a signed copy of don't tell me, whatever the movie is with the Borg in it. First Contact. Whatever. what else is there? But my super important news that I was about to mention a minute ago, High School Musical, the series, season 2 is officially coming to Disney Plus.
Cool.
So that's the end of that article. The title, that's it. That's all you need to know. There was a movie. It was called High School Musical. There was a musical about it. Then there was a series about it. Now they're making a second season.
Hey, when was Spock ever married?
Spock or
Spock. I'm looking it up. I was looking at him to remember what race he was of alien, and I'm just scrolling down and it says marital status divorced. When did he get married?
Oh wait, no, because he had a thing with Uhura. He had a thing with Zoe Saldana's character, or not Zoe Saldana, whoever the other lady was.
Who?
Nichelle Nichols, who was also at the convention that I got the Star Trek disc signed.
I don't.
Uhura, the black lady.
Oh, okay.
The one who knew every language or something like that.
Meh.
Good answer.
I'm not a Trekkie. I'm sorry. I'm a Star Wars nerd.
That's fair. No, why did we make a company together?
Because I may not watch Star Trek, but my mom has watched every single episode of Star Trek that's ever been released.
That's admirable. I have... What do I have? I have copies of seasons 1 and 2 of The Next Generation. I think they're on DVD. I don't know if they're actually in the box. I haven't opened them, but they're there. And then either a Laserdisc or a DVD of every other Star Trek movie. And that's
my mom doesn't like the new Star Trek movies, mainly because J.J. Abrams directed them and she hated it. She watched the first one, absolutely hated it.
I like your mom even more now. That sounded really weird out of context. I'm gonna backtrack.
But what is it? I'll have to ask her, but I'm not sure. What were those things called? There's like a species of alien that doesn't do
Tribble. Is it
Tribbles? Yeah, Tribbles.
Tribble? My
mom loves Tribbles, and she loves the Tribble episode in the original Star Trek.
Yes.
So when she watched the movie, the new movie, air quotes, it's not new anymore, but when it came out,
2009 or Into Darkness, whichever one it was.
I don't know. It was one of the new. It was the new generation.
J.J. Abrams. Blah, blah, blah.
J.J. Abrams one. We watched it, and her immediate response when the movie starts is, "There's experimenting on Tribbles."
Yep.
No.
Yep.
She was so mad.
I remember seeing Star Trek Into Darkness in the theater, whatever year it was it came out, with my dad and my brother. Not my brother. His brother, my uncle. I mixed those up. And we went through the whole movie, and out of somewhere, someone says, "What are you doing with that Tribble?" And literally everyone in the audience just went, "Ah!" Everyone knew at that point, great, we're in for it now.
Yeah, no, Star Trek Into Darkness came out in 2013. I saw it in theaters too with my mom, and she full on, the minute she saw the Tribbles and the experimenting was...
Absolutely not.
Nope.
I'm leaving.
She almost did.
Oh, God. Speaking of... Great story, by the way. I went as a little 7-year-old boy, 7-year-old Monty, went to the first Iron Man movie back when it came out. And went through the first, 30 minutes, whatever. It was fine. And then the scene where he's in the cave and wakes up with the car battery strapped to the magnet in his chest. I was like, yeah, this is too scary. Hey, Mom, can we leave? And then we left. And I didn't see that movie until, 7 years later?
Hmm.
Yeah. I missed out
I
on the start of one of the greatest things that's ever graced cinema.
I mean, a lot of people would like my brother, who actually works within the film industry and everything, actually argues a lot that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has kind of ruined movies.
It has. It really has.
And I don't blame him because it has. Like, as fans, we love these movies. We love watching them and everything. But as a fan of film, too, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's no longer, hey, look, Robert Downey Jr.'s in this movie. It's, hey, Iron Man's in that. It's hard to distance because now, like, every movie you see has someone from Marvel in it. Like, Suicide Squad, which we talked about last week, has Idris Elba and Michael Rooker, who was Heimdall and I almost said Yoda, Yondu.
Good job.
Also, the new Falcon and Winter Soldier, very good. No spoilers. I will not be spoiling it. But I will say, the official Marvel Entertainment, like the official YouTube channel for Marvel, dropped a 1 hour long video of Baron Zemo dancing. It's just a loop of him just doing his thing, and I guarantee it was just a publicity stunt that's like, hey, go watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, and people are just like, oh, I can get behind this, it's a meme. Marvel memed us.
Yep.
Straight up memed us.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Also,
I'm tempted to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier just because I do like Bucky. But in the same sense, do I care enough to?
Let me put it this way. I didn't think there'd be much from this show. And the first episode, I was like, I gotta see how they resolve this. And the second episode, I was like, I see what they're doing. They're not just making a Marvel story. They're making a, like, worldwide, like, statement. Not like on the story. They're making, like, a statement, like, about the actual world. I think you would enjoy it, honestly.
I might. And again, it's like, I do like Bucky because I've never been a Captain America fan. I will state that right up. I will state that straight up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do I like his actor? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Evans is great. But I don't like Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Oh, you're really going to hate this new guy.
Bucky has always kind of been an interesting character to me because, again, he was genuinely a good guy before Hydra, and then Hydra kind of fucked with him a little too much.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's one of the reasons why I'm kind of iffy with the whole getting into Winter Soldier thing is because I'm getting reminded of the whole, oh no, this is the same thing I used to do when I was younger, of picking the character that's fucking toxic because he's the bad boy type. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
They do try and, like, fix that. Bucky is going to therapy.
Yay!
I will say
good Bucky.
That. Like, he's going to actual therapy. Well, it is court mandated, but
he's going to therapy.
But he's, like, mostly listening, and there's some actual good things. Like, I need to get you to watch this, essentially.
The semester ends in May, so I'll be back soon.
See what I can do. What was the other thing? There was a thing I saw on.
Though I may ask you when speaking of I'll talk to you about it later after the podcast, not now. Never mind.
Cool. Never mind. No one heard anything. Just move right past it. There was a thing I saw on TikTok with Sebastian Stan. He was at some convention or some Q&A, and someone came up to the question thing and said, hello, I'm from Siberia. And he goes, Siberia? Oh, yeah, I was there. I remember it. Then she says, I have a mission. You long there? And she started saying the words to activate the Winter Soldier. It was... The crowd starts laughing, and Bucky, Sebastian Stan just freezes, and he's just in place, and he's like shaking his head no. It was interesting. I'll send it to you.
I can't say anything because that reminds me of like me and my friends. Because I've done multiple productions at this point of Hamilton with a group of friends at a con.
Okay.
And I don't care about people knowing what characters I play because I have fun with them. I play John, Lawrence, and Philip. Now, you wouldn't think, because I'm technically a very minor character throughout the entire play,
Right.
that there would ever be instances where I'm not even in costume or anything, but there's those key words that trigger the instinct of shit in an actor.
Yeah.
So me and my friends were not even in practice gear or anything. We're just kind of hanging out, goofing, because we had done the last performance the night prior. So we're all just hanging out, having fun, because as theater kids will tell you, we tend to hang out in our own crowd.
Yeah.
So we're all hanging out, we're eating, and again, we're sitting at this freaking what looks like to be what I would describe as like a cafe, I guess.
Okay.
Nothing to do. There's no music. There's no musical theater shit. Nothing around this place, basically. Mm-hmm. And all of us we hear out of the corner, like I can't say we see it because we don't. We hear it, but we all immediately freeze because we just hear. I'm not gonna the beginning intro to Shot, and I look at Hamilton, who's sitting right next to me, and we both just freeze. Immediately, they're like, we're not going to do it. We're not going to, because we know the word, we have the words memorized so much that we're just immediately like, no,
Right.
no, 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 no.
It's like how emo kids have the trigger, like if they hear the intro to the Black Parade or whatever it is, or if like
Welcome to the Black Parade.
yeah, or
A G note.
right, or or like theater kids. Hang on, one sec. Like theater kids have the trigger where if they hear, they immediately start panicking.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do
I
that?
had a keyboard and felt the need.
But yeah, no, for us, it was, hopefully you can hear this.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. I'm hearing some of it, not all of it.
It's the beginning of the song Aaron Burser, and it literally starts with kind of a guitar, and then it goes 1776.
Right.
We
know what it sounds like.
Yeah, me and Hamilton literally just. I'm gonna keep. For podcast reference, they're gonna be referenced as Hamilton now.
Yep.
Me and him just looked at each other, and we're like, "Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
Don't do it."
Because I don't know if this is true with all like theater troupes or theater groups, but me and my friends, after a while of rehearsing Hamilton, kind of got bored with our characters, but we knew our lines so well. They were like, for the last run through, let's swap characters and have some fun.
Okay.
So Hamilton and I look at each other because the reason we're both immediately like, oh shit, no. When the song started playing wasn't because, oh, I'm Lauren, so I'm actually in the song, because I am in the song for minorly. But because at the end of practice, we had swapped characters around, and I was Alexander, I was Hamilton, and he was Burr. So we just looked at each other and froze.
Jesus.
We were just,
I have a... What happened? I had there was a time, me and everyone else in my theater were rehearsing for Joseph. I don't know if that will like immediately fill in the gap for you, but Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat and the Mouthful of Words. But me and my friend who was another one of the brothers, I'm just going to refer to them as why can't I remember any of their names? I'll refer to this guy as Dan, even though I was Dan. I just don't remember which brother he was. So me and Dan are in the dressing room, and we're just talking because it's like after rehearsal. It's like this is like months before the actual show. It's like after rehearsal, everything's done. Everyone's already gone home. We're just kind of like helping clean up. They're staying clean up afterwards, and we're in the dressing room. And he says, "Yeah, I'm like it's weird that because we have so much stuff to do because we have to work on 7 classes. We got into discussing how much work a high school student has." We got into discussing, we have our English class, we have this, we have theater now as well. You're in yearbook, which I was. And he mentioned, like, I'm so stressed out about this this essay in English. The stupid Macbeth essay is so stressing me out. And I froze, wide-eyed, turned to him and said, "What did you say?" And he said, "The essay for English, and he caught himself and went, "Oh no." And we ran to our director and said, "We have a problem. We don't know if saying the word in the dressing room is the curse or if it has to be on the stage." And she said, "What word?" And we said, "That word."
Word.
And she went, "What are you? Okay. Where was this, you said? The dressing room?" And then we were like, "Yeah, it was the dressing room." Then she went, "Oh yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter." And nothing went wrong. I will say
I have yet to be in one of the theater rooms here on campus, and mainly because the one time I went to go in one, I heard me and my friends were walking, like we're going to open the doors, and we heard someone within the theater say the word, and we both just went, "Nope," ran.
Yep. In fact, that is the first time I've said the word since I've had to do that project. I'm so afraid of saying it just in general, ever. But,
Why is that such a curse, though? Why is that such a theater curse?
Because like, I think the original play, had so much death in it, and then, like, actual murders and witchcraft happened back in, like, the 15th century when the play was being told, or, like, at the play itself. I don't know the actual lore, but one of our biggest inside jokes in theater was a fire alarm going off in the middle of winter. And the fire alarm went off because someone said the word. Another problem happened. I got a werewolf mask stuck, and I had to end up ripping it in half to get it out from under a staircase. It got stuck, and I later found out that earlier that day, someone had walked into the theater and said the word. And nothing absolutely devastating went wrong with Joseph, but every single night, every single show we had, someone tripped off the stairs and stumbled. No one fell, but someone stumbled, and I guarantee that was because Dan said the word.
Yeah, I just looked it up because I was curious. It seems that every version of the play that's ever been performed, because it's no longer performed, someone's died.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, every single time. Like, you can't, I think the thing is you can't say it unrelated. Or no, you can't say it unless the script calls for it. That's what it is.
Yeah, if the script calls for it, then you just kind of got to grin and bear it.
Yep. Well, I don't think it's like grit and bear. It's like it's called for. You're allowed to say it. I'll say it. Otherwise, you're just doomed.
Otherwise, you're just dooming your fucking production.
100%. God, I have so many theater stories, but now's not the day for them. But
anyways, How's your life been, Monty?
My life. I've been. So I'm on vacation right now, technically speaking, which, from an outside perspective, anyone who watches any of our stuff might not have a clue as to what that means. It literally means I'm not doing work. Like whatever work was already ready. Like this podcast isn't really work, even though it technically is. I have everything that's supposed to come out this April is already scheduled and set and good to go. So
Cool.
you'll see like, oh, this came out, but why did it come out if he's on vacation? Because I did that like a month and a half ago. But like I'm taking a break to.
I told you were overworking yourself when you were freaking out.
I know, and I can't stop. So that's why I'm forcing myself to not work on anything, which is a little bit aggravating because I'm like, oh, I really want to do this, but fuck, I'm on vacation.
Yep.
And you might say that you should have had a say in this being one of the 2 employees at this air quote company, but I have a feeling that I shouldn't have had to because I am one of 2 employees at this air quote company.
Monty, you can have a fucking vacation. We're not being like, yes, we do own this company, but neither one of us are being paid.
Exactly.
And I'm a college student.
Yeah.
Breathe.
I know. And I have the actual job that I have to worry about so I can make actual money so I can like actually save up for the stuff to start making things so we can get some sort of attention so people can. But now we're talking too much business.
Yeah, now we need to stop talking business.
All right. So I was talking with you about this earlier, but I got back into Half-Life and Portal.
Oh yeah,
And
like
you did
it's
too.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know what inspired it, but the other day my brain was just like, you know what we haven't watched in a while? The Let Me Know, what was it, top 10 facts about Portal?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? You're right. I haven't seen that in years. Let's go back and watch it and see if it's still good.
Good
Like,
as shit.
Jeez, like I know Let Me Know doesn't do videos like that anymore, I don't think, but it's still good.
He does a lot of like true crime conspiracy stuff, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But like all that other stuff is pretty good as well. But like all the top 10 facts were like those were the gold mine back in the day. You see one of those and you're like, oh shit. But
I've also gotten back into the Fallout ones, like the vault facts.
Oh, don't even get me started. Oh, fuck. You fucking did it. Here we go.
Wait, what's the vault number for Puppet? The Puppet guy.
Puppet. What is it? 401, I think.
Was it?
Whatever vault number it was. There was by the way, fun fact, Vault Tech isn't exactly morally in the right. Shocker, I know, if you've ever played one of the games. But there was a vault which had one man and a box of puppets. And he became schizophrenic and started making personalities out of the puppets. And one day he broke out, and no one has seen him since.
Yep, he just has puppets.
He was the puppet man. I feel like somewhere in one of the games in the Wasteland, you can find a random.
And you should be able to find the Puppet Man, I think.
I don't.
Let me look it up because I'm pretty sure you can.
I'm not sure. I haven't read enough into Puppet Man, but I feel like if there's a game somewhere in the future, you'll find a feral ghoul running up to you, and instead of feral ghoul on the health bar, it says the Puppet Man, and you go, "Oh, it's him." But there are also 2 vaults, Vault 68 and Vault 69. Nice. Actually, not really.
Oh, yes.
Vault 68.
They were terrible.
Vault 68, 1,000 occupants, 999 women, 1 man. Vault 69 was the opposite. 999 men and 1 woman.
Yep.
So we're going to slide past that.
Vault 77, the sole inhabitant, was 1 man and a crate of puppets.
Okay, it was Vault 77. I was way off. 401? So
He didn't actually open the puppet crate until a year, 3 months, and 12 days into lockup.
damn. That's... What did he think was in the box then? For however long that was. Was it just like there was a,
Let me see.
I'll let you read. There was another vault that had a computer that said one person must be sacrificed every year, otherwise everybody in the vault will be killed. And
Yeah.
after a certain number of years, there were 5 people left, and they said they would commit suicide before the computer got to them. But then the computer said, "Okay, just kidding. I actually wasn't gonna kill everybody. I just wanted to see if you would do it." And then 4 out of the 5 of them ended up killing themselves anyway, and one of them escaped.
It doesn't say when he left, just that after some time, when he finally opened them after being stuck in there for a year by himself, that he escaped.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, because the final comic strip, because it's a comic, because Vault-Tec does have comics,
Right.
is Vault 77 dweller along with the puppet, standing amongst a pile of dead slavers covered in blood. The narrator concedes that the vault was a failure, but reminds the reader that the vaults were never meant to save anyone.
Right. That was the whole whammy. Like, the vaults weren't designed for that. They were like, all right, we'll do some social experiments, and if the nuclear holocaust happens, I guess that's a bad idea, that we should have invested in something else. And then that happened, and they went, shit.
Yep.
There was, God, there's so many more that I can't think of. There was one, I think you could actually find this vault in New Vegas. Oh, there's 2 I'm thinking of. There's one you could find in Fallout 3 and one you could find in New Vegas. One where they did experimental plant life that ended up gaining sentience and becoming like man-eating plants.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was another that had a cloning machine. And by the time you get there in Fallout 3, it's just a bunch of Garys. It's like Gary 32 and Gary 87 and Gary 4 and a bunch of other Garys. All they say is, Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do a cosplay of that one day. Oh, that'd be great.
That could be fun.
All I do is walk
Vault
around.
1 was a holotape game Wasteland.
Vault 1?
Huh. Yep, I'm going through the vaults.
Huh. Here I thought we were going to talk about Half-Life, but Fallout it is.
We went to vaults. I made a mistake.
Don't worry about it.
Vault 11. Vault 11 was a social experiment testing human nature. Most specifically, the ability to sacrifice oneself for others. The ability to place ideals above one's own life. After the vault doors were closed, it was revealed to the residents that they were required to sacrifice one person each year. Eventually, an overseer made the selection process random instead of a vote, and a huge riot ensued. The survivors decided to face the punishment of not selecting a person to sacrifice, death. However, they were merely congratulated for not killing anyone. All except one person committed suicide.
Right. And supposedly that one person is like somewhere. I don't know if they're like actually in the game, but supposedly they're like within the timeline of 50 years after the things, or 200
Yeah,
years.
it's considered failed experiment.
Yeah.
Vault 12. In order to study effects on radiation and on the selected population, the vault door was designed to not close properly. This results in necropolis and its large population of ghouls. This is abandoned.
I feel
Vault 13. Vault 13 was intended to stay closed for 200 years to study the prolonged isolation or until the vault's residents were needed by the Enclave. The vault dweller emerged from here in 21,601 in search of a replacement water chip for the vault.
Oh, that was the first Fallout, or maybe the second one.
Yeah, Vault 15. This vault was intended to stay closed for 50 years and include people of racially diverse ideologies. The residents emerged in 2097, eventually forming 3 raider groups: the Cons, the Jackals, the Vipers, and the Sandy Sands. Yep.
Shady Sands.
Shady Sands, sorry.
And New California Republic. Okay, so that was Fallout 1 and 2, but that's supposed to be for New Vegas.
Vault 17. This vault was raided by the Unity. Its inhabitants were taken prisoner and subsequently turned into super mutants. Vault 19. This vault was subjugated into 2 groups, red and blue. The groups lived in various sections of the vault and were governed by 2 overseers. Subliminal messages were routinely sent over to each side, causing mistrust among the inhabitants, and eventually a civil war between the 2 groups ended up in the entire collapse of the vault. Again, this was in New Vegas, and it was a failed experiment. This says converted. What does that mean?
Where?
Vault 21. The vault was designed to study the evolution of society where all conflict was resolved through pure chance,
Okay.
i.e. gambling.
Taking over Robert
The
House.
vault was taken over by Robert House after winning a game of blackjack, where the wager was the entire vault. It subsequently was filled with concrete and converted into a novelty-run hotel. That's what it was converted. No, not a
So
failed.
it's in Vegas. Okay, I'm gonna put my head on a fucking pike here, but I never played New Vegas.
I'm literally just gonna read the quote-unquote failed ones now.
Yeah. God, there are so
I'm
many
curious.
of them. Vault 51 is still occupied? What?
Vault
'cause that's Vault
22.
76.
Vault 22. The vault was equipped with the latest of biological and agricultural technologies with objectives of developing plants that could be readily cultivated in the absence of natural light. However, an experiment with a parasitic fungus turned on the scientists and led to the destruction of the vault. The survivors of the outbreak abandoned the vault and headed to Zion Valley, spreading the spores across the waste.
Okay, so that was the plant one.
Vault 34. The armory was deliberately provided with an abundance of weaponry and ammunition in addition to not being able to provide with proper locking mechanisms. The presence of the weapon as well as the lack of population control measures led to the failure in the 23rd century. The social unrest caused several groups to demand access to the weapons. The group that became the Boomers left the vault several decades before its failure. Eventually, a riot damaged the vault's reactor, leading to the flooding and radiation, causing the ghoulification of many dwellers. Why is this one still occupied?
I like how of every single vault in every single canon, Vault 76 was the only one that was successful, and of every single Fallout game, Fallout 6 was the worst. That's some cruel fucking what's the word? Irony for you.
Yeah. Vault 76 is a failed 75 is a failed one. It's weird.
Yeah.
This vault's purpose was the refinement of human genetics. Excluding vault staff who were isolated from test subjects, all residents were under the age of 18 at the time of the vault's activation. Parents were quietly separated from their children and later executed by vault security.
Oh, God.
The children were subjected to various methods of torture and harsh tests by the vault staff with the hope of making them capable of surviving the wastes. The experiment went well for several generations, but the archives were destroyed and most, if not all, the progress made was lost. As of 22,087, Vault is occupied by the Gunners.
Jesus. I keep reading about something called the Fallout
This one's active.
Bible. How the fuck is that thing active?
Vault 79 is active.
Oh, I see what you're reading now. That's in 76, Federal Government Elder Fields. Reactor maintenance. Oh, I think that might be where you launch the nukes. Oh, no, you don't launch the nukes at a vault. That's wrong. Never mind.
One's still occupied too. Vault 81.
81. That's in Fallout 4. 81 you can visit. You can, like, trade and stuff there. Their vault door is just, like, constantly open. They're just like, hey, who are you? And then you go, no, don't worry. I'm from another vault that's just, like, a little bit north of here. And they're like, oh, shit. Come on in, bro. That one's great. Fallout 3 and 4. 87? Gag. Oh, that's where the Vault 87 was, where everyone was put into, like cryogenic sleep and put into, like, a virtual reality thing.
Yeah.
That was really weird. Vault Tech Workshop, Vault 92. Musicians? Okay, that's something from Fallout 3. 94. These are too long to read. I'm trying to get the summaries. And, Vault... Nope, that's Far Harbor. I'm ignoring that one. Fallout 4, Vault 114, 112, 111, 108. Fallout 3. Leadership Vault's overseer was expected to die of cancer after 40 months. In addition, the Vault had a power supply that had a malfunction of 240 and insufficient backup, overstocked armory, and no entertainment tapes. Vault failed as a result of cloning experience. Duplicate whole humans instead of creating only surviving residents, clones of a man named Gary. Vault 108 was the Gary Vault.
Ah.
God, like I said, I really want to do a cosplay of that now. I just have a crowbar and I'm in a vault suit and people are like, who is that guy? And then they pay attention for a second. They just hear me go, Gary. And they're like, ah.
Yeah, Vault 111, a portion of the occupants were cryogenically frozen.
Yeah, that's Fallout 4. Shit.
While another portion remained unfrozen. The experiment was to oversee the long-term effects of suspended animation of an unaware human subject. However, a revolt led by security personnel caused a failure in the vault. A mercenary broke into the vault in order to kidnap an infant resident. In the process, he killed all but one of the frozen residents, a sole survivor who later emerged from the vault.
Well, okay, that's a bit of a technicality because he personally killed the spouse of the not the lone survivor. Oh no, it is the lone survivor. He personally killed the spouse.
Yeah.
But you
see that at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he unfroze everyone and then only refroze you. And so everybody else was just alive and aware and unfrozen that they were just stuck in a thing and couldn't get out, and they slowly would, like, just die. And thinking about that is kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
But,
oh, God. This, Vault 44. The vault contains the vault contained a secret select section housing various dangerous creatures with robots guarding and feeding them as scientists perform their research. Unfortunately, all the automated systems combined with the electric chains used to secure the creatures drew too much electricity from the rest of the vault, but vault dwellers all eventually perished.
Eesh. Sounds like a case of the Mondays. God. And again, here I thought I was going to have to explain to you the entire story of Half-Life, but guess I'll save that for next week. Why not? Unless you got some really amazing vault that you just found. I feel like it's probably about time to wrap up.
I'm actually looking for that one vault we were talking about.
What, 68, 69?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are further down. I found what page you were on, by the way.
Oh,
I know you're on the wiki. I know how this shit works. What was it? Vault. There's not much of a description, by the way. It's just Vault 68. Of the 1,000 people who entered, there was only one woman. And I got it backwards, by the way. But Vault 68 was one woman. Vault 69 was one man. Location unknown. And they both appeared in the Fallout Bible, which is what I kept...
I still question why they die.
Like population imbalance.
Oh yeah, I know it's a population imbalance, but still, it's like if we could, be fucking talk and think things out logically like humans, that everyone would die.
Do you know what inbreeding is?
Yes, I do.
Then do I need to explain more, or are you convinced?
I just.
Have you heard of the King of the Spaniards? Well, not like the current one, but like the... Hang on. I gotta find this. Was so terribly...
I know what inbreeding causes, and I know it's terrible.
It was insane. That guy's family tree was just a fucking tumbleweed.
Yep. I know, trust me, I know it's not good.
Yeah.
But also they didn't necessarily have to breed?
Okay, then you get what, 50 years max, depending on like their life expectancy.
Yeah, true.
Any way you slice this, there's no.
It doesn't matter because the vaults were never meant to help humans. They were meant to harm them.
Well, not necessarily harm. They were social experiments, but most of those social experiments were probably... You know what they did? Vault tech is just aperture science.
Yeah, what?
They're throwing science at the wall. They're just like, hey, what happens if we do this? Oh, their head gets ripped off. All right, we'll take a note of that.
You're not wrong, considering when you look at the design of GLaDOS, she is quite literally a bound woman. Yeah. She's a bound and gagged woman.
GLaDOS was the one woman from Vault 68. That's the connection.
No. Caroline was not.
I don't know if...
You have seen that though, right?
No,
the fact that
I know exactly what you're talking about. I guarantee that wasn't intentional.
It was, because it's Caroline.
No. I don't think GLaDOS' design was intentional at all.
I think it was,
to look like someone was... You really think someone said, hey, it would be funny if we designed our main boss character, the antagonist of this entire franchise, to look like a woman strung up in bondage?
Well, she doesn't look like she it's not strung up in bondage. It's quite literally bound and gagged. Considering Caroline didn't have a choice in becoming GLaDOS.
You know what? I've been looking at that the wrong way this entire time, and I am now 100% in agreement with you. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a kink thing.
No.
I thought, oh man, people are just too fucking horny. They're seeing things that aren't really there.
When you actually look... When you put the actual image of GLaDOS next to...
No, I know what you're talking about with the connection, and I thought, oh, haha, I get it. People are horny and they're seeing things that aren't actually there. But now thinking on it on a non-horny line, I'm like, oh, you're right. Carolyn didn't have a choice.
You literally hear it in Portal 2 from the Cave Johnson tapes.
Yeah.
She will fight you.
No, she'll resist. She'll fight. She'll say she can't. But you make her. Anyway.
So
Bean counters
really?
told me I couldn't afford $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Gotta admit, we're throwing signs at the wall here. Fucking...
He really was.
Yeah. It was no... I like how... If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell someone now, because we're going to be shooting a laser at you that's going to turn your blood into peanut water. Just for a few minutes. So... let us know now. Fucking... Oh, what was the other one? If you have to go to the bathroom during this next test, and... please let an associate know, because anything that comes out of you will most definitely be coal. Don't worry about it. That's part of a thing we've been doing for a couple tests now, but we'll be sure to like revert that before you go to the bathroom. I don't remember
And then
what
there-
it says.
And then, here's the thing, and this is one of the reasons why everyone gets very creeped out when it comes to GLaDOS.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm looking at the voice lines, these are the voice lines that are actually used.
Yeah.
And this is when GLaDOS first hears Caroline is in chapter 7. The voice recording goes for Cave Johnson. Caroline, is the compensation vouchers ready? Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Overlapped with GLaDOS, and GLaDOS going, why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on?
And then she shorts out. I remember that.
The unused voice lines go... Mr. Johnson, I don't want to do this. I don't want this. No, listen to me, sir. I don't want this.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I wonder if there's audio files somewhere.
Yes, these are unused voice lines. There are audio of this.
God.
There is audio of this, Monty.
That's something I'm looking up later. But...
I'm trying to see if I can find the freaking Mr. His fucking debate bullshit.
Jesus.
Because I'm looking for the very loud, like the ranting with like the lemons. When he's going
I know what
mad.
you're talking about. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down. I remember also in one of the Lego games, I think Lego Dimensions or something like that. They have a bit where the player is trapped in a room with GLaDOS, and then they're like, "How do we distract her so we can do something?" I got it. And then they summon HAL 9000 from 2001 Space Odyssey. And like it's the original guy voicing these new lines like, "Where is Dave? Who are you?" It's like, "My name is not Dave." And they go on a fight or not a fight, but like they just talk to each other for a while.
Yeah, no, this is the entire thing. All right, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm going to have my engineers invent a combustible lemon to burn your house down.
I love it so much.
The point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I had the engineers figure that one out. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm gonna say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Caroline to run this place. Now she'll argue, she'll say she can't, she'll be modest, but you make her. Hell, put her in my computer, I don't care. Then the fact that you have the unused lines of, I don't want this.
Right.
Of her fighting it, and again, GLaDOS's own design. It was not a kinky thing. It's quite literally, she's bound and gagged.
Yeah. And here I was the whole time thinking it was people on the internet were just being too horny.
No, I don't think have you ever seen the images?
No, I have. I know what you're talking about, and I'm like, oh, all right. And I just moved past him. So, unless you have anything else to add, I think it's about time to wrap up. I'm not trying to cut you off, but
No, I think we're good. I'm just like shocked that you thought it was something horny when I always assumed it was something much darker because Cave Johnson's not a nice man.
no. He's really not. He's just like, science! We need to beat Black Mesa.
Yep.
But, I do want to get back into Half-Life and Portal lore, though, so I guess we'll do that next week.
Yeah. Ratman's always fun, too, though.
Oh, don't.
We have to talk about Ratman.
Don't even get me started. So...
We have to talk about Ratman!
Doug, thank you for joining us today. Hopefully we'll see you again next week, but goodbye for now.
Bye.